What is going on, people? Ryan White here for High Point Music, back with another tutorial for you all, and what we're going to look at today is one that I've been pretty excited about. I've had this coming up in the shooting schedule for a little bit. Today we're going to get into the epic tune by Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. So we're going to break this into two parts, show you everything you need, probably a few little things extra as usual, and then when you get it going, you can go in, find the cranky guy in the guitar store and rip this one out. So let's drop this intro and get straight into the tune. Here's what we're going to base part one of our lesson on today, people. Very cool, so there's a bit of note information there. Let's start breaking down the first sequence here. So jumping straight in on the fretboard, the first chord that we have is an A minor triad. Just like this. So we've got our third finger on the 7th fret on the D string, with our first finger making a bar across the bottom 5 strings on the G, the B, and the E string. So with this section here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Very simply, just like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 from the lowest to the highest in the chord. And then the next voicing we've got is an A minor 9 over G sharp here. So what that voicing is our second finger on the 6th fret, just like that on the D string. First finger's still holding that bar on the G, the B, and the E, and then either your third or your fourth finger can drop in on the 7th fret, just like that. And then we've got that voicing there. So I'll do it next to the A minor. So our third finger is dropping down, we've got the bass note changing to a G sharp, and you can either drop your third or your fourth finger down to make that B there. So putting that together with the picking pattern, people, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we pick the D string and the E string together, okay? So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the E string there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. First section covered there. And then moving on, we simply take our fourth finger here from where it is, move it up 1 fret to the 8th fret there on the E string, and then our first finger comes up to make a bar across the strings there on the 5th fret on the D, the G, and the B string, like that. And that simply, people, gives us a C major triad like that. So we've just gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on that voicing here, we apply the exact same picking pattern that we did for the A minor 9 over G sharp. 2, 3, 4. Like that. So that's these two together, D string and the E string, and then B string, G, and then back to the E. So let's put all that together, people. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, moving on to the next voicing down here, which is a D major triad over F sharp. And to make this one simply, we start with our third finger on the 4th fret on the D string, just like that. Next movement is our first finger making a bar across those 3 strings again, the G, the B, and the E. And then our second finger dropping in on the D note, which is the 3rd fret on the B string. And again, people, we apply the exact same picking pattern that we have for the 2 previous chords, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's put all that together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change 1, 2, 3, 4. And then into the D major over F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, C major, 1, 2, 3, 4, D major over F sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that, people. Alright, so the next bit, jumping down, we've got an F major 7 triad, nice and simple with this chord shape here, people. We've got our first finger in the first fret on the B string, like that, followed by our second finger on the second fret on the G string, and then our third finger falls in on the third fret on the D string there, and the bottom 4, just like that. And with this song, we've got a slight variation with the picking where we go the D and the E string together. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we little slight pause and we go 1, 2, 3 after that. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one more time for you people out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then in this position here, we really quite simply open. We're just doing that bit there. And all that is open strings there, A, D, G. Okay. To be honest, people, sometimes I hit the D, the G, the B. But those are the ones we want to be aiming on. The main ones, the D and the G there. So let's go put that together with the F major 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with those notes there, and then we go 1, 2, 3 into the A minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, open, A minor. And then last one through that, people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's run through that, putting it all in context so you people out there can see what it looks like side by side with these voicings. So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Then to the C major. Then to D major over F sharp. F major 7. Open, A minor, just like that. And again, people, A minor to A minor 9 over G sharp to C major, D major over F sharp, F major 7, people, with the slight variation in the picking, open, A minor. Now this next bit you've heard no doubt on all the recordings. Before we go back into the A minor and so on, is just our open A string like that, and then sliding up with the third finger to the 8th fret like that. Second finger falls back to the 7th, and the reason why I personally like to use these fingers is because I can drop my third finger straight in underneath, and then the rest of the chord you can bass off that third finger once in position, and you just go around, repeat that through the sequence again. All right, people, we've got that sounding good, or at least working on it, understood. Let's start looking at the next section. So this is the part coming up here, people. Go to D major, back to C exactly the same, to D exactly the same, to F major 7, and then an A minor, C major, D major here, F major 7 3 times. All right, let's start breaking it down. So we start off with our bass note leading. We've just gone, and 1, 2, 3. And what we're doing is we're making a C major triad just like that, and hitting those 4 strings. So we've got the A string, the D string, the G, and then we're skipping the B to hit the E like that. So putting that together, 2nd fret, 3rd. All right, with that, And then we go into a D major voicing like that, where we're using the exact same finger picking pattern from the opening sequence. I'll put that together for you. All right, and then we go into an F major 7 where we're doing the exact same finger picking pattern again. And then the A string and the B string together, and then hitting the G like that. So I'm going to go through that nice and slowly for you a few times. I'm going to drop my right hand back over where it's going to be finger picking. Here we go, people. So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, to the D, F major 7, and then we go hitting the A string and the B string together. First finger coming in on the G there. All right, people, so here we go with the finger picking in the right hand, running through that again. To D, F major 7, the same picking pattern. And then the A minor voice with the A string and the B string together. First finger drops in to hit the G and repeat. That one more time, people. 3, 4. Skip over the B string, D major with the picking pattern, F major 7 with the same picking pattern, and then the 2 notes there. All right, so what we've got now, we're just moving on with the same bass lead in and the same picking pattern on our C major like that, and then we go to a G major voicing like this, where we've got our second finger there in the bass on the 3rd fret on the E string, 3rd and 4th on the B string, and the E string in the 3rd fret below. So we're applying the exact same concept or principle behind the picking pattern we had before. The difference with this one is we've got our second finger onto the E string here. So I'll run through that again, where we go, skip over the B string, thumb takes the bass note there. Okay. 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4. And then once we get to that point, people, we do a slur, where we're slurring our little finger on our 4th off like that. So we're picking those notes there, the D and the E string like that. So we're going 1 with the slur, B string like that, and then through 4 strings like that. All right, let's put that together, people. So C, skip the B string, G major, into the D. So I'll get this picking on that one right. All right, so we're changing that from a D sus to a D major there. And again, people, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so following on from that bit, the next bit we've got to actually look at is exactly the same as the first time through. So that's this bit here. To the D, F major 7, and then A minor with the 2 notes there, with the A string and the B string together, and then hitting the G like that. So that's the next sequence leading on. Then we've got this little tail on the end of it here, where we go. And what we're doing here with our C major is we're putting our bass note 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we are hitting the B string. So we're going straight through this triad structure. And then we go straight through the D major, like that. And then 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's put this whole second half of this opening section together. We're in the home stretch of this lesson, people, so let's jump on in, check it out. So, the C major, 3, 4, to D, to F major 7, to A minor, bass run, to the G major, to the slur, one, 2, 3, 4, D, F, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 times there on the F major. We'll run that again with the same picking pattern, F major 7, G major, 4, and skip the B string, F major 7, A minor, C major all the way through, straight through, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's take a second to talk about the finger picking and your approach to this one. I've seen a lot of people learn this tune over the years and they've had very varied finger picking approaches. Now what this means is everybody's at a different level with their finger picking and how they're starting out. So you might find that you're only very competent with your thumb and your first finger, and that's completely cool at this stage. Not everybody wants to develop a fully functional right hand, but if there are techniques and you're learning this one and you want to pick up some extra exercises to make or get the most out of your right hand, I should say, hit me up, drop a comment, I'll put together a video for you all out there, no problems at all. So the moral of the story here is just go nice and steady with your right hand technique that you currently have, and then you can build on that and develop it in time as you see fit with where you want to take your playing. So that wraps us up with today's part 1 lesson of Stairway to Heaven. As I mentioned in the intro, practice this one up, go in, play it in the guitar store with the cranky old guy. Why not? It's a bit of fun. Alright, so if you appreciate the content of this lesson, smash those like, subscribe, and share buttons. If there's anything you want to see or questions you'd like to ask me or topics you'd like me to cover in future online videos, drop a comment below. I love hearing from you and hearing conversations that you people want to get started through the channels. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so via the PayPal donate function, simply donating whatever amount you feel represents the content to you. And if you'd like to work with me one-on-one, you can do so by booking an 8-week tailored video program where I'll assess your challenges and come up with a personalized practice program and accompanying videos to get you from where you are and where you want to be working with me one-on-one in a 2-month period. Practice this one up, people. It's very much a rite of passage, and I'll see you in part 2 of this video.